Uh-oh. It's Lord Songima Bay! Oh, I wonder what we're in for this time. Well, hello! Is that the Traveler and our dearest Miss Expo Manager Yehoda? You're in luck. I'm offering a whole host of Expo-exclusive discounts.
Paimon's not remotely surprised to see Dory here. This event's practically made for her.
Yeah, she attends religiously every year. And she's always the seller who we get the highest number of complaints. Every single mora I make from this expo is 100% legitimate. I've never broken the rules, and my prices are entirely fair. If people regret their purchases and want to grumble about it behind my back, that's not my problem.
Paimon can hazard a guess as to why people might be complaining.
I know. And every dispute ends in your favor after you've peppered the buyer with 1,000,001 reasons why you're not in the wrong. Could you maybe not find a way to send every single one of your customers complaining to me this time? I'm begging you, Lord Songema Bay, for me, please. How about this? A special opening sale just for Miss Yehoda. 50% off! In other words, I'll do my very best to keep the number of complaints.
Jeez, what a bargain.
Have you been to the Clink Clink Krumkake with every—
Sounds like a waste of
But Uncle said the
Guys,
I hate to break it to you, but I'm afraid if you make it.
oh, hi,
I came here to make a lot of.
Yehoda's really serious about looking.
Well, it's kinda my. Oh, just take a look around.
Oh, it's you two! Been a while, hasn't it?
Wait, you know this guy too? Okay, I'm slowly.
Ah, you must be the expo manager. Was there something you needed from—
Nope, just checking in. You're just.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Okay. I mean, we've got people selling toys.
You seem confused. In the right environment, ordinary items— I'm sure I'll meet someone at this trade expo who recognizes their—
Cool. Well, you do you.
What about you, friend? Care to do some business? Well, to be honest, I spent most of the ones in my inventory to purchase this batch of goods. But I'm confident that I can make a killing here.
Wait, that's a familiar face. Isn't that Viswava?
Why, if it isn't the Traveler. Knew there'd be some big names here.
Let's get the official business over with first. Unfortunately, you're the first seller at the expo to receive a complaint. We've received word that the muskets you're selling are a few shots away from turning into scrap.
Well, yeah. It's written here plain as day. Muskets for sale. Condition extremely poor. The internal grooves have been worn away and the ammo might be damp. Best practice is to pray that it doesn't explode before each use.
Oh, wait, so you weren't speaking in code to cover your tracks?
Code?
Yeah, sometimes people bring stuff that needs to be kept on the down low, so they dress it up as junk beforehand. Happens on the black market all the time.
You're overthinking things here. This stuff really is junk. We were just gonna scrap them, but my superiors thought we might as well try and make some more off of them. And who knows? If the prayers are answered and the gun ends up firing a few times, the buyer hasn't totally wasted their money, have they?
Guess not.
I mean, a weapon on the brink of ruin that's still capable of considerable firepower. Doesn't that just scream black market to you?
Yeah, but who would buy something like this?
Maybe collectors who don't care if it works, and desperados who don't care if it explodes.
Fair enough. Watch out, do you, Hoda?
Just keeping an eye on things. Hey, you three! What are you doing here?
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop.
I keep telling you, we don't have.
I just wanted to have a look. What's wrong with that?
Guys, seriously, stop
Here's the thing, Neb. Even if you could, I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to. They're for weapons, which are very complicated.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver. My designs are.
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's...
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys?
not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned.
Ugh, that's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair.
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too. I also have some design.
I get it. Your head's so full.
Exactly!
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's...
Really? Thank you so...
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Crunk...
Thank you so much, boss of the Clink Clank Crumcock.
Huh. That was very thoughtful.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me. Looking out for them is a big... Did that really just happen? For a moment there, Aino stopped being a little kid and acted like a full-on grown-up. A grown-up who's shorter than...
Previous records indicate that Aino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
Oh, Flint's and Iwa! This is it!
Ah, Traveler. Paimon, how do you do?
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, it's important for Lightkeepers to spend some time in the land of the living every...
That sounds like something he'd say, yeah. Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends, Paimon will let you in on some insider info. This...
Oh, I'm well aware. The sign makes that quite clear.
True.
I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them. The weapon that the latter used was...
The Fatui teamed up with the Lightkeepers?
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who stood against... But why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed to it, whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero. Our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once we're dust on the wind. The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits. And the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, you know?
Huh. I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flint. Could you tell me a few more stories about it when—
Of course.
Welcome to the treasure hoard.
The treasure hoarders have a
Yep, every year. This is
second one person, real.
no way. Treasure Hoarder is just a catch-all title. The thing is, the members who'd apply to set up over time, it became an unwritten rule that each expo, the different factions usually duke it out beforehand for the—
To be honest, I see myself as a member of the Fruity Order first, and a treasure hoarder second. Of course it does. The Fruity Order.
The Fruity Order's a familiar name around here, at least. They've been winning the Treasure Hoarder Expo rights for— Ahem.
This person's been glaring daggers at me from behind since she arrived. Hey, you!
What a coincidence. So am I.
Wait, really? I first encountered the humor and intelligence of trendy Zaytune Peach in the New Tide anthology. Then I heard the legend of The more I heard about your order, the more it drew me in. So when I heard that the Nodcry Trade Expo was being held again...
It's those idiots stirring up
So what I'm getting is that this guy's an imposter?
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row, so we announced that we were backing out of the running this year to avoid conflict. A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out, so imagine their anger when someone claiming to be one of ours snatched—
Well, no one's made any trouble for me. Wait, does that mean you've taken them all out already? Man, I knew it! The Fruity Order's as good as they say. Can I join?
We can't make trouble at the expo. Voynich Guild rules. Once it's all over, meet me at the harbor in Nasha Town.
I see. All right, I'll be there.
Does he not realize what's going on here?
Also, considering our smooth collaborations thus far, a word of advice for this guy has only been able to keep his head in his booth because the Fruity Order took care of any rival factions. But if there's one thing the treasure hoarders have in spades, it's sore losers. Since our order has proven untouchable so far, they're sure to find easier targets to vent their frustration on. So look after those kids.
Huh. So this guy has been responsible for more than one conflict so far.
What do you think?
Not bad. Tastes just like back in Mondstadt.
Varka! You're here for the expo too?
Oh, hey, traveler, Paimon. I was only planning to take a look out in this part of the world. Even a homegrown Mondstadt apple is a rare treat.
Yes. And on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite different from what you'll be used to back home.
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home. I'll take the whole batch. And send someone to collect.
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh? Oh, and Varga, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next door? Apparently, he uses...
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good. But not Mondstadt wine good. Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius going around supporting smugglers, can we?
Oh, that's true. reprimand him, though.
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. Not out to make life difficult for you. If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime. I'm gonna get the Knights to make some cider out of these apples.
Oh, you're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally made...
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent. Though I'll admit, I wasn't expecting to make my money back quite so quickly. Now I can start thinking seriously about my next venture. I'm planning on heading to Snezhnegrad, actually. I hear they're running low on lots of supplies because of Project Stuja. That's a business opportunity if I've ever seen one. With any luck, maybe I'll have the pleasure of seeing you there.
Well, good luck out there. Hope you strike it rich.
This exhibitor's demands are
What's wrong?
This exhibitor is apparently selling some rare Natlanese artifacts. And he's making some extremely unrealistic demands about... I know the contract says that we're responsible for storage, but... I'm sorry. It's unreasonable to expect us to...
Unreasonable? These are rare and very fragile historical relics we're talking about. You can't just throw them into a warehouse, okay? They have to be handled with care. Tumaini?
Yep, that's Tumaini, all right. So, what exactly do you need?
Well, I suppose I can use the assigned warehouse if I really have to. Just don't tell Granny Eatsley about this, please.
Whatever Tumaini means, it seems like it carries even more weight than name-dropping Boss Neff. Sir, we don't forbid exhibitors from offering drink samples, but I need to make sure you understand what you're getting into. Any samples you offer are at your own risk. If anything goes wrong, like if a customer has a bad reaction to one of your products, the expo can't take any responsibility.
Rest assured, ma'am, what you see here is 100% pure Mondstadt vintage. Straight from the Dawn Winery's cellars, actually.
Really? Wow, wee!
You're telling me. If you try to ship this stuff through the proper channels, all the taxes and... But that's where my connections come in. With me, you get Mondstadt wine...
Cool! What kind?
Hey! You can't go around asking people questions like that!